Are you a part owner in an S-Corp, and do you also have an HSA where you're wanting to make a contribution? If so, there's an important restriction that you need to be aware of. I'm going to explain that and more coming up. My name is Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. All right, so we recently had a situation where a small business owner was talking to someone and saying, well, yeah, I'm contributing to my HSA. And that person said, well, are you contributing right out of your paycheck? Because you get an extra tax benefit for doing so. And the S-Corp owner said, no, I'm not doing that. And actually came to us and said, what's wrong? Why didn't you guys tell me to do this? Well, the reason is because you can't, okay? There's an important and unique restriction when it comes to S-Corp owners and HSA contributions. So there's two ways to get money into your HSA, all right? So the first one is our preferred way of funding an HSA, and that is contributing right out of your paycheck. So again, you've got to have a qualifying high deductible health plan, and if you do, and your company allows, you can make contributions directly out of your paycheck going directly into that HSA. Here's why we prefer that. Number one, it makes it easier on you. But yeah, when you make that contribution, that contribution automatically is deducted from your gross income for saving you federal taxes and state taxes, if state taxes apply where you live. But then it also is FICA, that four-letter F word that we dislike, right? Those are your Social Security and your Medicare taxes. So you avoid FICA tax when you contribute to your HSA directly out of your paycheck. Now, full and fair disclosure, that means that income, the income that you contribute into the HSA, does not count towards your Social Security wages. But for most people, that's okay. That's not going to make an enormous difference over your entire earnings history with Social Security, okay? But yeah, contributing to your HSA directly out of your paycheck saves you federal taxes, state taxes, and FICA taxes. The second way to get money into the HSA is if you either didn't realize you could do that, or your business isn't set up for you to contribute directly to your HSA out of your paycheck, or for whatever reason you decided, well, late, I want to contribute, and you hadn't already been doing it out of your paycheck, you can contribute after tax, so basically out of your pocket directly into your HSA, and then deduct it on the front page of your tax return so that your contribution goes in saving you federal taxes and state taxes, okay? It does not save you FICA when you contribute directly out of your pocket in this after-tax format. But note that when I'm saying after tax, that still means, okay, when you make that contribution, you deduct it on the front page of your tax return. So it is saving you federal and state taxes, just not FICA. Now, when it comes to owning an S-Corp and having a HSA eligible high deductible health plan, so you want to make an HSA contribution, if you are a 2% or greater owner in an S-Corp, you are unable to contribute directly out of your paycheck into the HSA and avoid the FICA tax, okay? If you're a 2% or greater shareholder in an S-Corp, you are restricted. You are not able to contribute in that primary way, that first way. As we've shared this with folks over the years, they all take a look at us and say, you're crazy. I've never heard of that before. My accountant, if they weren't working with us, never told me that before. I've already been doing this, and why? Like those are the typical questions. And the why is sort of detailed here in this article. It's not detailed, but it's sort of mentioned. All HSA contributions, in order to get around that FICA, it's basically you as the employee saying, okay, I know you're supposed to pay me this amount, but pay me less and take that amount that I had you reduce and send that into my HSA for me. Well, for business owners, that is restricted. There's a clause within the Internal Revenue Code that says you can't make a tax-free distribution, which is effectively what this is, avoiding federal, state, and FICA taxes. And so, yeah, if you're a 2% or greater S-Corp owner, you can't contribute directly out of your paycheck. Now, if you've already been doing it, Why haven't they caught it? I have no idea. There's not great checks and balances here, but legally you're not allowed to do it. So then what do you do? What should you do if you're a 2% or greater S-Corp owner? Well, you contribute after tax, which means instead of contributing directly out of your paycheck, you contribute that second way, which is you just write a check or transfer money directly from your checking account into your HSA. And when you do that, you claim the deduction on the front page of your tax return, so you still save federal and state taxes. You just don't get the FICA tax savings. Additionally, if you're self-employed, what else should you do? Well, if you own an S-Corp that has other employees, you're going to want to have them be able to contribute in this more beneficial way. Even though there's a restriction in the Internal Revenue Code where you as the owner aren't allowed to do it, it's still a benefit to your employees. So sort of the second part of this is if you want your employees to be able to contribute directly to their HSA out of their paycheck, right, then you're going to need to open up or create this Section 125 cafeteria plan or a flex plan or something like that. But it has lots of different terms. But you can work with a company to get that set up, and that is the legal documentation that allows your employees to say, yep, I want to defer money right out of my paycheck directly into an HSA and avoid taxes, federal, state, and FICA taxes on it. So there you have it. I didn't write the rule. I don't like the rule as a 2% or greater shareholder in an S-Corp. I don't like it. I'm impacted by this. And as we've shared this with other S-Corp owners over the years, yeah, it doesn't make sense. They don't like it. Oftentimes they've been doing it and didn't realize they weren't supposed to, but those are the rules. And so make sure if this applies to you, you make that adjustment, okay? Work with your CFP on that, as well as all the other planning issues that arise when you are a small business owner. We love small businesses and love serving small businesses. Lots of financial complexity, but planning for the business and business cash flow and finances and how that connects to your personal finances and financial plan, it's just an incredible thing. So work with your CFP on that. If you don't have a CFP on your team, you can always contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with a K. WiseMoneyShow.com. You can find us there as well, or give us a call, 574-247-5898. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.